my watch says it's 7:31, and Jeff tells me we are broadcasting this live on the web for the alumni around the country that are unable to join us this evening. So I think in the interest of time, we should go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everyone here this evening to what is an incredibly rare event on the Baldwin-Wallace campus, the introduction of a new football coach. This is only the fourth time in 60 years that a new football coach has been introduced to our community. Lee Tressel, Bob Packard, John Snell, and tonight Jim Hilvert. But 60 years, I mean, you think about that. For 60 years, only 4 coaches at BW. And that speaks to the commitment to this community that I think each and every one of those coaches that have preceded Jim have felt here at BW. Many of you know one of my favorite quotes in the world is from Sir Isaac Newton. If we've been able to see farther than others, it's because we stood on the shoulders of giants. And certainly in BW's history, our football coaches have been giants that we look to, we still talk about. Out here in this hallway, there's history for those coaches. Football at BW is important, and it is part of our giants that we look to. So tonight's a special night, 4 times in 60 years. As we were working through the search process, I took a look again at Bill Nichols' book, We Must Excel. And I don't know if any of you have read that book. Bill wrote the book probably in 2001, I believe, and it's the history of BW football, right? But the title, And We Must Excel, was in my mind as we were interviewing the 3 finalists to be our next head coach. And what I want to assure you is that when the decision was made to hire this particular gentleman as our next coach, the phrase, and we must excel, I heard loud and clear from our new coach. So I firmly believe that our program is in incredible hands, as it has always been, with the previous head coaches, with our assistant coaches and the work that they do. BW's football program is in good hands with our new coach this evening. So I'm going to turn the program over to Chris, who will do the official introduction, probably with the history of who our new coach is. So Chris.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. It truly is exciting to welcome Jim Hilvert to the BW family, and especially the BW football family, and to be able to introduce Coach Hilvert as our new head football coach at Baldwin-Wallace. For those of you that maybe haven't read all his resume information or some of the information online, Jim is a native of Cincinnati. Ended up going to St. Joe College in Indiana for his undergrad, attended Western Michigan University for his graduate work, ended up going back to the Cincinnati area and coaching at some high schools, and then decided to get into the college coaching ranks. Ended up going to Mount St. Joe, becoming the defensive coordinator during that time, also assistant head coach, and took a team from 0-10 to 10-0 during his time there. Also was involved in 3 conference championships and was involved in 3 NCAA playoff appearances during his time at Mount St. Joe. Obviously, the success there led for some opportunities to become a head coach, and Jim decided to take the head coaching position at Thomas More College. Was at Thomas More for 8 years, ended up going to 6 conference championships and 4 NCAA playoffs during his time at Thomas More. Also during that time, had 2, if I remember right, 2 coach players that were finalists for the Gagliardi Award at Division III, which is, in our situation, kind of like the Heisman Trophy of Division III. So 2 of his players during his tenure at Thomas More were the finalists for the Gagliardi Award, which is a great, great honor. During his tenure there, he was 67-19, 32-2 at home. For many of us old-timers that played on the original Finney turf, we know that was the magic carpet, as it used to be called, because of the home streak and the winning percentage at home, and we are happy and expect Coach Hilvert to keep that going. After that, Coach Hilvert figured, well, I've kind of won some of these college conference championships. I've had a chance to go to the NCAA playoffs. You know what? Maybe this high school thing will be kind of good again. So he was challenged to return to high school in Cincinnati and went to Cincinnati LaSalle High School. Spent 2 seasons there. Ended up 26-4 and won back-to-back state championships. So we are very excited to have Coach Hilvert with both his previous college successes and the success at Cincinnati LaSalle High School as the next head football coach at Baldwin Wallace. Jim, welcome, and we're glad to have you at BW.
First of all, I want to thank President Helmer and Chris Dias for giving me the opportunity to be the head football coach at Baldwin Wallace. And I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. What a special evening, what it means to me for you guys to come out on a Thursday evening when you could be at a lot of other places, but obviously how important Baldwin Wallace means to you. And that says a lot to me about the long traditions that's been here and where this place wants to go. I believe there's a lot of people who are starving for greatness to get back to where we've been. And that's why I wanted this job, this long-standing tradition that's been here. And like I said, it's been a smooth transition. My assistant coaches that have been here with Coach O, Coach Meyer, Coach Hill, Coach Moeller, the kids just welcome me with open arms. And the alums will welcome me with open arms. You know, just obviously coming out and introducing themselves, because obviously BW means so much to you. And it's really a proud and honor privilege to be part of the BW football family and to be part of the long-standing tradition. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to be here, is because of that. And, you know, you talk about, you know, you want to do this and do that. You know, I've had opportunities. I know he said on my bucket list to win a state championship. Well, the other thing on my bucket list is to win a national championship. That's on my bucket list. And you know, to be able to do that, you got to win an OAC championship and to go make a run at a national championship. And I think our kids are starving for that, and I know our kids are working hard. And I'm really excited about what has gone on since I've been here the last 9 days officially on the job. And it's been a whirlwind. I know my kids and my family are excited about this new opportunity and this new challenge we have in front of us. And it's funny, I was on the phone with my twin boys last night, and they asked me if we were going to play Alabama and Ohio State this next year. And I did the same thing you did, and I chuckled and laughed. And I said, not yet, but we're getting ready for that. I know they're excited about the opportunity. They've always asked me, it's kind of funny since I've been in high school, when are you going to go back to college, Dad? When are you going to go back to college? Well, now I'm back to college. And, you know, to say what's gone on the last 9 days and for you guys to come out here on a special night means a great deal to me. And like I said, I'm excited to be the head football coach in BW. And, you know, I ended with this. There's 238 days until we play that team over in University Heights. And I'm very excited about that. Just to let everybody know that. Thank you very much. Any questions? Questions? Yes, sir.
What are you thinking about running offensively?
We'll be very similar to what we've been doing. Different personnel groupings, obviously going to play to our strengths. We'll be RPOs, power, read, zone, read. Get the ball to our playmakers, spread the ball horizontally and vertically, get the ball to those guys so they make me look good, which makes our job a lot easier. You know, if guys that want to outnumber us in the box, get it out to our playmakers. If they're going to not have guys in the box, let's run the football. You know, people ask me all the time, what are you going to do, run or throw the football? Whatever it takes to win the game. Whatever it takes to win the game, that's what we're going to do. And I want to play hard-nosed, physical, tough football. And I think obviously my past has shown that we're going to do that. And I think we want to be able to break people's will in the fourth quarter. And I think we'll be able to do that with all the things that we're doing during camp and things like that and getting guys ready. I think our guys will be ready when the season starts. Yes, sir. Like I said, just establishing relationships with coaches. I know Coach O and I were down with their signing date, getting a chance to meet coaches. And we're going to do whatever we can with not just inner city, but just with high school coaches in general, to be able to make those connections with them. I think that's a big thing. It goes a long way with coaches being able to trust you to be able to have their players for the next 4 years and put them in positions to be successful. And I think me coming from high school the last 2 years and being successful is going to help me do that. You know, I've been in their shoes. I know what they go through on a daily basis, and we're going to continue building on those relationships for years to come.
Coach, you won back-to-back state championships. You were very successful in your previous stint in college. What's been the secret to your success?
I think there's a combination of a lot of different things for me. One, I think I'm able to connect with kids. I really believe I'm able to push the right buttons to be able to motivate them. I surround myself with great coaches, great assistant coaches that are able to do the same thing. Obviously, in college coaching, recruit. I think it's the bloodline and lifeline to be successful. And you never burn bridges when you recruit, because kids are always sometimes are always going to come back home. You always want to make sure you welcome with open arms. And I think kids gravitate to guys that I call bring the juice, are passionate about them. I'm passionate about young people. I want to see them succeed. I know it's going to be tough love at times, but they know I'm going to be there, good times and bad. Put their arm around them when they, going through some tough, but also when they need to be kicked in the butt, kick them in the butt. And I think kids appreciate that. You know, you be upfront and honest with them, and I think it goes a long way. I want them to know that our relationship's a lifetime relationship, as a friend, coach, and a mentor. That they know in good times and bad I'll be there, and that I'll run through a door for them, and I want them to do the same thing for me.
Coach, I know your background is on defense. Will you institute your defense here? Will you run the defense?
Yes, I'll run the defense, and I'll be coaching defensive backs, and I'll run the same type of stuff that we've been running since I've been coaching like the last 18, 19 years now. And like I said, it's been successful. I want to continue to do that. I'm not one of those coaches that can just stand around. I like to be involved in stuff, and I want to be out there. That's the reason I got into coaching. I want to be able to coach a position. I think the kids get to know you on a personal basis too, and know what you're all about. I think when they see a guy like me running around on the field, hooting and hollering, they get jacked up and excited about that, and I'm the same way about them. And I'll be coaching defense, I'll be coaching defensive backs, and we'll be running a 4-2-5, and then when certain situations in passing, we run 3-4. Yes, sir.
Coming in right around the signing date, how have you found as far as your recruiting class?
That's too hard to say right now. I know it's happened to me over the last, whatever's been 16 years now. You lose some guys that you wish you're going to be able to get, but you just got to get back on, keep recruiting. You never know what's going to happen. So we feel like we're on some of the right guys that are out there. We have another, obviously, how many months left to camp starts. Coach O's done an unbelievable job with recruiting and keeping us afloat. I know we had a recruiting meeting tonight with Coach Meyer, Coach O, and the rest of our coaches that have been there. We're on some really good players, and we're excited about hopefully we'll get them in the brown and gold, be part of the BW football family.
Just for some that don't know, Division III doesn't have a signing date, so it's kind of still open market until basically full start. So, but we lose kids on signing day that we might have been talking to that give a scholarship.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Coach, you want to share with us your recruiting philosophy, since recruiting is such an important component for you. In your eyes, what are some of the big selling points that you would describe?
Selling points for here? Just look at the place. Wow. I mean, like I said, I told guys, parents and kids when they get here, our academic reputation, where we're located at, the quality of life, the rich tradition, unbelievable football facility, which I believe is probably the best football facility in small college football, hands down. I think the opportunity to play in, I think, offense and defensive schemes are going to maximize their potential, to get the full college experience that professors and the administrations here are going to help you succeed in the classroom to get your degree. And then a degree means something here, that the doors will be opened up for them because all the other BW grads that are out there are going to help them out. I think it says something for us after their 4 years here, that they know that they have a great chance in 1 year to get a job, because all the other BW grads that are out there are there to help them and facilitate them to succeed and be successful. And I think all those type of things, when you talk about on a recruiting visit with the academic services, the learning center, the things like there for help the kids, with the people that are here going to be vested in their son, goes a long way with parents and the kids when they come here and visit BW. Any other questions?
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets. 238 days.
Well, great. Thanks for coming. Obviously, Coach will be around for a while to visit.